Well, MUN's a variety of different things, but one of the things in related to your project, which is about student leadership and making a change, is MUN is about developing these student leaders to give students the opportunity to learn leadership skills as well as to learn about some of the issues that they may wish to change themselves. So essentially what MUN is trying to do is it's trying to give students opportunity to make meaningful change, develop those leadership skills, and working together in a collaborative way. Learning the process of how decisions are made, how to make compromises, what not to compromise on. And we do it it's technically a simulation, but a lot of what we do is actually real life problem solving and working with different people to make change occur. I think empowerment is it's a huge issue. I think one of the things empowerment does, MUN does, is it says let's give a voice to young people. In other words, young people have a lot to say and to contribute to the dialogue that goes on in decision making. And essentially what MUN is trying to do with empowerment is to give a platform or an arena for students to come together and come up with solutions. It's also important, I think, in the sense that we articulate and we communicate to our young people that your ideas have validity and we want to hear them. And so by giving students this platform, it validates the thoughts and opinions that you have. So I think that's from the film festival or MUN conferences, meaningful change can occur. If you look at changes that occur within a society, usually your more radical dynamic changes aren't pushed by old people like myself. They're pushed by young people, university, high school students, who have the energy and the passion to make that vital change. And I think the more students know about that, the more they're willing to give voice to their thoughts. We're involved in a number. Our main project that we're involved in at Qatar Academy is to work with the school in Sri Lanka. And what we try to do is we try to model proper sustainable development and community leadership. So we work with a partnership group in Sri Lanka to provide educational programming for about 204 students in a former war-torn area. In an economically less developed area. So that will probably be our biggest project. And then we're involved in a number of other projects such as with the Doha debates, Amnesty International, and involved in our community and service programs. Ideally what we want our MUN students to realize is for them to get involved once they are aware of these issues, as we've learned through MUN, is that they find agencies such as Rhoda, that they can come out and use their structure to act on those. So, I mean, when I assume what you mean by tangible is a measurable outcome. Yeah. In other words, we can see the change occur. One of the things you have to be careful of with that is always how we measure change. And change can be done on a macro level, which is we make these broad fundamental structural change. But where young people are very, very good at, and they can make a huge impact, and is just as important, is on that micro level, which is that one-on-one change. A student at our school can make the change in an impact in one student's life very easily, very simply. And last year we had a large number of our students commit to making change in a person's life for 1 year. And I think that is, we shouldn't diminish the importance of that. And so I think young people can be very much involved in meaningful, long-lasting change now, at the time that in their actions that they do.
How important do you think having independent and creative students is to a community?
I think for a society in general, independence and creativity, the ability to feel secure enough and have the skills and the confidence to do so is vitally important. I mean, that's ultimately what Qatar Foundation is all about, is to develop what we call that human capital, that ability to be independent. Independence is there's structural things that you need to have independence, but it's also very much a mindset of I can make a difference, I want to make a difference, and I have the abilities to make the difference. And I think that's ultimately our goal at Qatar Academy for all of our students, is for them to become that independent change maker. I think your message is appropriate for everyone that attends Qatar Academy and everyone within our community, that change can occur at any age, whether you're older or younger. But interestingly enough, oftentimes that change comes from young people, and I would celebrate that and encourage young people to grab hold of that and challenge common structures. If you look at the protests in Egypt and in Syria, and the people that have fundamentally leading those movements are young people. And whether it's a revolution or an evolution, that predominantly comes from young people. And encourage them to embrace it and enjoy it.
Thank you.